Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum did move up a little bit since the last video. Remember, in the last video I had the wave 2 here, but there was no guarantee the wave 2 was already over. Yeah, we had by the time not broken below that swing low again, which means we had to assume wave 2 would go a little bit higher. I think we could see, if this is really the pattern that is currently playing out, we should be ready for a sell-off very, very soon. Let me explain. I mean, we are here in this sort of triangle pattern. That could be complete. That is sort of my current view, that we can count this as a triangle. There are a few other options to count this as well, but my focus is still here on the downside. Zooming out a little bit, I won't go through the entire wave count again, but you will remember that we have been talking about this wave C to the downside of the larger ABC pattern of a wave 2, which should find support in the region between 1130 and 1280. We could, in the worst case, go down to $1,000 in this current scenario and still maintain high probabilities of breaking to the upside. If we go, however, drop below that, if we drop below that $1,000 level, it will basically invalidate, or at least make, no, it wouldn't invalidate it, but it would make the bullish breakout scenario very unlikely. It would make it fairly unlikely, in that we probably will then see even lower lows below $880, maybe all the way down to $650 and potentially even lower. So holding the $1,000 level needs to be the main priority for the bulls, and then to reverse here to the upside in a wave 3. So again, we've got this 5-wave move down in a wave C. That should complete wave 2. As I said in previous videos, this could already be over, but the price action here makes this less, less and less reliable, in that this is really just rolling over. It looks like a triangle. It looks like just a sideways consolidation, which should break out to the downside. Again, there's never a guarantee. Therefore, I provided you in previous videos with the invalidation point. So a move above $1,400 would make it very likely that we are already in the breakout scenario, and that the swing low, a more meaningful low, was in here. But until that is the case, I'm focused here on the downside and count this currently as I said, 5-wave move, in which we've already done waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're now in the wave 5 down. And the wave 5 can be counted again as an ABC pattern, A, B, C. If you get confused about that, I count it as an ending diagonal in which each of the subwaves has 3 waves. We can then count wave A as complete, most likely. Wave B possibly also as complete, even though there is no absolute confirmation for that yet. So a wave B could still push a bit higher here, and that wave C is already starting. If this is the case, as I said, we should really see quite a strong sell-off to start imminently. So basically what I count is wave B as a triangle. A wave B can be as a triangle, and that we've already done wave A, B, C, D, E, that we peaked here at around 1336. As long as we stay below 1336, we can focus on this scenario here, that we already done with wave 1. We're now retracing in wave 2. I could even make that a little bit more, I could even do a bit more subwave counting here. Again, always bear in mind, these are quite fragile, these subwave counts, but this could be very well, an ABC. Wave A done, which peaked here at 1312. Wave B, which found its low at 1280. And the wave C, which peaked at around 1324. No guarantee that wave C is already over, but if I take a look here at the targets that you would normally reasonably assume, then if we take a look at the fib extensions, then we take the length of the wave A and we compare it to the length of the wave C. It's perfectly the 1-to-1 ratio, which is a very likely target for a wave C. Okay, and if we take a look at the Fibonacci retracements for wave, so the retracement of wave 1, which basically creates the peak of wave 2, then we can see that we retrace to the 78.6% fib level. This is the absolute perfect scenario in a wave 2. Here you have the 1-to-1 ratio between wave A and C, and you retrace to the 78.6% fib level. Without a problem, we could now break down from here. It has, if this is a wave 2, it has done what it needs to do. Okay. On top of that, we've got here this ascending trend line that we basically just retested from below. So there's a good chance that we now break down. Confirmation we don't really get until we break below 1280. So this could also go higher, but again, against this low now of 1325 in the very short term, we can look at lower. And that's my view here. Target then for that wave 3. Now we can do that as well. Target for that wave 3, now that we could assume wave 2 is over, target for the wave 3 would be 1220, 1.618 extension. So looking forward to that. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update about ETH. Yeah, if you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership for more content, weekly live streams and so on. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and make sure you follow the official ones. Yeah, there are a few impersonators out there, and you could also take a look at my second channel, More Trading Online. Link is in the description, and here I talk about a lot of the other markets: gold, silver, S&P 500, gas, oil. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.